things that became very apparent to me, someone who had spent the past couple of years playing a ton of JRPGs and getting into stuff like Ys and Trails and a number of other franchises like Tales, classic Dragon Quest, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona. I've been playing a lot of like relatively modern JRPGs over the past decade. In a lot of ways, the genre's in a way better place than it was in the 2000s. In the 2000s, you look at stuff like Tales of Xillia and Final Fantasy 13, and you see like a genre that was on the decline because it wasn't the biggest thing in gaming anymore. They weren't like the most involved, engaging stories. Like the talent had left, and we were kind of in this decline period. And what hasn't really been understood by the community is that we've had a resurgence of popularity in the genre sometime after that. Of course, like Nintendo produced Xenoblade Chronicles, Fire Emblem blew up. We've gotten like all these like big JRPG franchises. Ys and Trails are bigger than they've ever have been. I know Tales has been selling a lot more. Dragon Quest is more mainstream outside of Japan. Games like the Team Asano games from Square Enix. Like there are all these like JRPGs that are doing really really well now. After that industry-wide slump. And yet we still see a lot of people who kind of refuse to admit that like the genre has bounced back and is now like quite a bit better than it was in the 90s in a lot of ways.